Right, got to make a handle this morning for this little 8 plat thong. It's going to be a 2-tone handle. It's going to be whiskey and natural with our beautiful Packers leather. I want to make it fairly fancy plat, but what a lot of people don't know is how do you measure your strands to fit a taper? Okay, well, this is the side Avey method, which I've been using for very many years. You look down the taper and you find where it starts to get wider than here at about this point, about there. Then what you do, and this is how I measure all of my whips, thongs, everything. It's how this what tells me how wide to cut my strands. Now where I had a look at that, where it starts to flare out, I put this piece of leather around it like this, and I mark it with my thumbnail. And I go down to here and I mark it with my thumbnail. And that gives me the width that I need. Now that's placed on the hide. And I draw a line across there with my fid onto the leather. And then with my fid, I halve it again, halve it again. This one's going to be a 16 plat. So I halve it again, which is 4 parts, halve it again, which is 8 parts. Now, the reason I measure this way is because when I cut the set, it'll fit like a glove all the way down here. But when I get to about here, I split those strands and I keep them parallel. And the secret is the width here. Once it's split, it must never exceed that width. Now, I could go further. I could do 16, get down to here and split those 16 into 32. But they never exceed the width that I start with. And that's probably one of the biggest secrets in whip making. That's how I do it. I don't know how the blokes do it. I've heard of all sorts of formulas, mathematical formulas and all that sort of stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I've made a heck of a lot of whips and I've always done it like that.